Hey everybody, this is Grace, and I'm sorry I'm moving here. I'm going to give a rough draft recording to help me on a video. On a series that I've been writing for a while, and it's a big series, but there are little series inside of them. And I was sitting somewhere. Hey, dude. He was off looking at something else, but I was sitting under a tree, but then somebody came, and this is a nature preserve, and they were walking around spraying something. Whoa! And yeah, it like hit my my window on my SUV. I was like, these things, so I had to move. And try to find a tree so my camera doesn't get hot. It's on my windshield on a mount. Anyway, okay, I didn't see a stop sign there, but anyway, so I had to move, and now I can't find a tree to be under to talk about this part of the series. And this is one I'm just first introducing this particular person in the series too. So it's Kiara, and she is the sister to Zoe and Chloe, that was your twins, and they have two other siblings. And she was the one that, when their parents just left, she was one to take care of them. I'm going to find any tree to be under. It's 1:22, and on a Wednesday. And what's weird is I was saying they're making another video before this one, and there were a whole bunch of kids all of a sudden, some with parents, some with not, some not. And I'm like, what in the world? Shouldn't they be in school? Seriously, shouldn't they be in school? I don't put other people's kids in my videos, so that's why I said that. I went ahead and I'd have to cut the video off, and then that happened with somebody spraying that stuff. So one thing after another, and I don't think I can park. See, like this right here underneath this tree would be great, but I don't think I can park there. So I need to find a parking spot. But anyway, Kiara, boy, this one was going to be messed up. You know, she basically, she had to take care of her kid. Her siblings, her younger siblings, when their parents just left. They left a note saying they were tired of it, and bye-bye. And so so she took care of them until, they were old enough, and then she immediately got married, okay, as soon as she could, and started her own family. Well, she married the wrong guy, okay. She was in a hurry, and she came from a dysfunctional family, and so let me get my notes. Okay, now at this point in the story, Kiara is 40 years old, and her husband Jordan is older. I wrote this. He's older. And these are notes that started back in June. Well, I wrote this one June 3rd of 2021. Anyway, now she married the only son of and their parents were like backwards and felt like sons were the most important thing in the world, and they treated him like a king. Well, they also treated their only daughter as a queen, and but you see that they spoiled him. In other words, what we say, they spoiled him. And now Kiara is not from a wealthy family. Like I said, her parents just left, and they didn't have much money, and that she got by however she could to make money. So when she saw him, she married him. He's one of the people that came from one of the wealthier part of the county. And let me see here. So what happened was, you can imagine, she married the golden child. You hear about families, some call them the golden child from a narcissistic family. And he was definitely the golden child. And so she married into that, she had very toxic in-laws. They were just horrible to her, treated her like she was nothing. And you know, she... Okay, I had to move from there. All of a sudden, it was really, seriously, all of a sudden, people started driving right there, parking right there, and I'm like, what the crap? And one of them, he took his half out of the middle, a big old Bubba truck. I'm like, I don't want to be right next to me. I'm like, I don't want to be right here. So, I mean, I was kind of a little bit far away from most people at the time. Real life happens in the middle of a video. But anyway, to get to this, now she marries this guy, and he's the golden child, and he expects everything done for him. And, you know, she gets this feeling he sees her more as a maid, a secretary, you know, everything all rolled into one to suit his needs. Yeah, everything was about him. Everything. You know, and if not, he'd pout to his parents and say she's treating him bad. You know, treating him poorly, and that they were really toxic people, and they would be, you know, real rude to her. I would park there, but that's where they were spraying. And, you know, all around, just, her life became very miserable with him. Okay, she definitely, you know, didn't get married. Oh, this car is going off. Or SUV. Oh, can I hear this? Okay. Noise stopped. But anyway, she is determined, you know, that she has decided that she can't continue in this relationship with him because his parents are so toxic, and he is so spoiled rotten. His sister's horrible, you know, and just awful, totally awful sister-in-law, you know, his sister. And she needs to make up her mind, you know, what she's going to do. Now, the thing about it is she had come from a really poor part of town, and, you know, she can move back because her siblings are still living in the family home. You know, they're able to take care of themselves now, but that's going to have to be her choice, is to move back. And there, and she never really liked it there. This is one of the reasons she married so young. But at age 40, you know, she's 40 now, and she'd been in it for many years, and just can't do it anymore. It's, you know, her in-laws are still alive, and her sister, you know, his sister is just terrible to her. So she's going to be making a move, but it might not be what you expect. But yeah, marrying the golden child in the family, that's an awful position to be in. One of. But anyway, I just wanted to introduce this new character, and this is, like I said, these are rough drafts, hypothetical fictional kind of stories, and I'm just basically at this time doing the, you know, the rough drafts. Some of them are stories. They're all copyrighted to me. The whole thoughts, people, all of that. It's in Victorson County, Texas. Victorson County, Texas. Victorson County is fictional, and everybody in it that I create, the situations, all of that are mine. And but Texas, of course, is real. And most of the stories start back in the early 2020. Most of them. Anyway, I'm going to go wrap this one up, and I'll talk to you on another video.